What's going on, guys? This is the last awkward angled video with nothing in the background. I promise I'm getting my anime bookshelf and other things back up later on today, but I had to talk to you guys about this right now. If you haven't been living under a rock, you would know that the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie has broken records. It is such a popular movie. It's amazing. Like, I cannot give it enough praise, and in my previous review, there were a few things I wanted to talk about that I couldn't in that video because I felt like the first Broly movie related content should be spoiler free because, you know, not everyone watched it at that time. The UK have not had that release yet, but now, if you were going to watch it, you probably already have for the most part. So, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled about some epic moments in this movie, click away because I'm going to dive balls deep in this shit. Dragon Balls deep. But I really want to talk to you guys about the most hype moments in this movie to me, and also what I mean by hype is like what made the crowd go crazy, because like I said in my review, that Dragon Ball movie was so dope. People literally got up, started clapping, laughing, cheering during certain parts of the movie. So I want to go over a few of those parts and a few more that I think are just epic in itself. And also, if you think of a moment that was more hype than the ones I have on this list, let me know down below, because this movie is so full of hype moments. It was actually kind of hard to pick just 5, but without further ado, here's my top 5 hype moments of Dragon Ball Super Broly. Number 5, the audience went crazy when Broly's father Paragus was killed by Frieza, and it was kind of hilarious seeing Frieza act like, you know, it was Goku and Broly were the ones that killed him, because, you know, there was like straight energy blasts everywhere, and that's kind of what Frieza blamed Paragus's death on. But when Broly saw his dead father, man, he went insane. He was already going crazy, and that triggered his legendary Super Saiyan transformation. And may I say that this legendary Super Saiyan transformation, in my opinion, is better than the original Broly's. Like, it was just so menacing. The music, the aura, his eyes glowing red, him just going utterly insane. And I like how, even though he is going crazy berserk, he has no idea what he's doing. I like this crazy Broly better than the other crazy Broly, because this crazy Broly feels like he has more of a reason to be crazy instead of being crazy for Goku crying when he was younger, or whatever the other Broly's thing was. I kind of forgot. I haven't seen the other Broly movies in a while, honestly. But this Broly is amazing. And that scene when he turned to the legendary Super Saiyan got the crowd hype. I mean, people stood up, screaming, cheering. Like, this one dude screamed, "Broly's back, bitches." I was like, yes, he is. Yes, he is. The 4th most hype moment in this movie, in my opinion, had to be when Gogeta used his signature attack, the Big Bang Kamehameha. Even though it did not kill Broly, it probably would have, but, you know, he got teleported away because of that wish or whatever. That Big Bang Kamehameha was beautiful. Everything Gogeta did was beautiful. The Stardust Breaker, when he trapped Broly in his aura, it was an amazing fight when Gogeta came on. It was an amazing fight all around with Goku and Vegeta as well. But that Big Bang Kamehameha, the effects they added, Gogeta's eyes just glowing. Even though he didn't say Big Bang Kamehameha, we know it was the Big Bang Kamehameha, because instead of going like this, it was like this. And he said Kamehameha, so we know what that means. But that was like one of the most godly Kamehamehas that I've seen. Like, it was beautifully animated. Like, there was mixtures of yellow, blue, green, purple, and like there was aura around the Kamehameha. It looked fucking amazing. When Gogeta shot that off, the crowd went crazy, because not only is Gogeta canon, the Big Bang Kamehameha is canon now, the Stardust Breaker is canon now. It was just an amazing moment, and it was a great climax to that fight. It was beautiful. Number 3, arguably maybe one of the most hype moments. It actually could be number 1, and not many people would disagree. Frieza's beatdown. And what I mean by that is Frieza has been doing some fucked up stuff the entire movie. And once Goku and Vegeta led Broly to Frieza and kind of like sicked Broly on Frieza like he was some type of rabid dog, it was well deserved. Everyone was laughing, cheering. Like you couldn't even hear the movie for like a minute because everybody was like so hyped because Frieza was getting his ass beat by Broly. So Broly, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen the movie and just want to kind of follow along, Broly was following Vegeta and Goku around like he was on their ass. And then Frieza was like right here. This is Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta and Goku were like this, going towards Frieza, teleported away, and then Broly came and smacked into Frieza and started beating his ass. It was beautiful, it was hilarious, it was well deserved. Frieza deserved every second of that hour or like hour and a half ass whooping he got from Broly. It was awesome. That personally has to be the most I've laughed in an anime movie, like period. Like that scene was done so perfectly. It was unexpected. Like if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But moving on, number 2, it's not necessarily a moment in the movie. It's kind of is, but not really. It's like maybe hints at potential new forms in the new Dragon Ball Super anime when it comes back. And the manga is ongoing into some crazy stuff now about like this guy named Moro. I haven't really read too much into it. I don't know if that takes place after the Broly thing or before it. But anyway, there are a few hints at new forms, or it may just be like an artistic choice to show some transformations. And what I mean by that is the first time Vegeta goes Super Saiyan, his hair turns green for like a good 5 or 6 seconds. And I'm like, whoa, Vegeta, what are you doing, dude? What is that? Like everybody was like, whoa, what is that? You can actually hear people questioning why his hair was turning green in the audience. It was really hype. But then he turned normal Super Saiyan, so we were like, oh, okay. But I know blue and yellow make green, so I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of theories going on around that. I personally haven't seen any because I've been working like a slave. But I know, like I said, yellow and blue make green, so maybe it's like God Ki, like maybe they're accessing God Ki so much that it's like leaking into their Super Saiyan transformations, and we might get like a Super Saiyan green at some point. But it looked really cool. I was like, Vegeta, why is your hair and eyebrows turning green, dude? Like, are you about to show us some crazy stuff? I mean, he did ultimately, but it wasn't a new form. He went Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan God, and then Super Saiyan Blue. So, I mean, that's pretty much expected, and that was all in the trailers as well. But him having green hair for a few seconds, more seconds than, like, it's obvious that the creators wanted us to see that moment and question what's going on with Vegeta, because it was blatant. It wasn't like a split-second thing. It lasted for like a good 5 or 6 seconds. And also when Goku was powering up into Super Saiyan Blue, this is like the most famous transformation, like Easter egg there is for Dragon Ball Super Broly that I've seen on the internet anyway. Like, he was trying to power up, and it looks like he was struggling for some reason. It looks like his body was about to default into Ultra Instinct, because he was in such danger, I suppose. But it looks like it was rejected, so he went Super Saiyan Blue. Like in the middle of his charge up, there was like a 2-second of his hair turning silver and his eyes and his eyebrows. You know, Ultra Instinct, everybody knows what Ultra Instinct looks like now. So he turned to Ultra Instinct for like a second or two and then went on to Blue. And also when he was powering up, he had the Super Saiyan God hair. It was red, but it was spiked up like Super Saiyan, because you know, in regular Super Saiyan God with the red hair, it has his normal black hair, but it's just red. Or like the shape of his normal black hair, but it's red. But this time it was spiked up like Super Saiyan. So will we get like a Super Saiyan Red at some point? Who knows? But all of these Easter eggs and hints, and it could just be like artistic choices to make the transformations look extra cool. But it looks like they focused on the spiky Super Saiyan God red-haired form a little too long for it just to be like, you know, him just powering up into Blue. I mean, that is what he did, of course, but I think that the creators is low-key trying to be super slick about showing us something new in the future with Vegeta's green hair, Goku's spiked up red hair, and of course Ultra Instinct, because I mean we're fresh off of Dragon Ball Super, the anime, and Ultra Instinct was like one of the most hyped things about the finale. And I mean, of course, we're going to get some sort of Ultra Instinct in the future, hopefully. So I think that's just the creator's way of saying, like, hey, even though Ultra Instinct didn't make a huge appearance in this movie, we still know about it. We didn't forget about it. You're going to get more in the future. That's what I got for that. But anyway, that was another really hype moment. Sorry I rambled on too long about that, but it was really, really cool, and it makes my theorist brain start turning. And the most hype moment in this movie had to be at the very, very end. The last thing Goku said, he went to the planet where Broly originated, well, not originated from, but you know what I mean, where he got sent to, because that's where he got sent back to from Chi-Lai's wish. But anyway, he went there, gave Broly and the gang some food, water, and etc., saying, I want to come back and fight you. Chi-Lai asked what was his name, or did the other little orange dude? I forgot. Somebody asked what Goku's name was, and he was like, my name's Goku, but Broly, you can call me Kakarot. And I was like, Kakarot? Did you just call yourself Kakarot? I was like, did this man really just call himself Kakarot? Like the entire series, his thing has been, my name's not Kakarot, I'm Goku, a Saiyan raised on Earth. He never really neglected his Saiyan heritage, but this is like the first time, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the first time that he's completely accepted his Saiyan heritage, like completely, name and all. I mean, in the entire series. And that is a really, really huge development for Goku, because it's always been like, you know, my name's Goku, not Kakarot. And for him to tell Broly, you can call me Kakarot, that was a perfect ending to the movie. It just, it made everybody get up, clap. And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, if you're a long-term Dragon Ball fan, you kind of know how big of a deal that is. Goku is identifying himself as like 100% Saiyan now. I mean, he is, you know what I mean, but you know what I'm trying to say as well. Like, he's never gone to the point of being like, hey, you can call me Kakarot. He has never, ever, ever said that. I believe he said his Saiyan name was Kakarot, but he never really owned it how he did at the end of this movie. It was super hype. I love like this Saiyan pride thing. That's all this movie was about. Like at the beginning, showing what happened on Planet Vegeta with Goku's mom and dad. It was really heavily Saiyan themed. I mean, of course it's going to be, because it's Dragon Ball. Goku and Vegeta are like the strongest mofos. They are Saiyan, so of course it's going to be Saiyan themed. But it was like, you know, knowing where you came from does not mean that you have to be what everyone else expects you to be. And that's what the big theme of Broly was. Like, Broly's father wanted him to be this killing machine to get revenge for him. And now that his father's dead, Broly kind of is able to make his own decisions now. And that's apparent when Goku goes to Broly at the end of the climactic fight and is like, no, I want to train with you. You have some amazing power. You're even stronger than Beerus potentially. Once I train you and you learn how to get all this under control, you'll be the perfect sparring partner. So I can't wait to see the outcome of all of this. And just two Saiyans, two pure 100% Saiyans, Goku and Broly, training with each other, learning from each other. It's going to be an amazing, amazing sequel to this movie. When Dragon Ball Super anime comes out, if the manga touches any of this, it's going to be some very, very interesting content. I'm not going to lie, I fangirled a little bit. Well, I fangirled a lot of bit when Goku said, you can call me Kakarot. I mean, I don't know if you guys see it as big of a deal as I do, but for Goku, he's like I said, he's never said that, and this guy is just on his savage stuff now. Going to Broly after it took Gogeta, the fused, you know, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta fusing, just going to Broly, being like, you know, hey, you can call me Kakarot, I want to fight you again. It takes a lot of balls to go up to someone who almost killed you and being like, you know, you're a cool dude, I want to fight you again, dog. I'm gonna make you stronger by showing you what I know. Just can you imagine if Broly got God Ki? If he trained under, like, if Goku can somehow train Broly to the point where he gets God Ki and he goes insane, there'll be no stopping that man. So that moment just, it was hype in itself because of what Goku said, the Kakarot thing, and also the promise that Goku will return to train Broly and show him a few new things. So it was a really hype for multiple reasons. That's why I say that has to be #1. It was a beautiful ending to a beautiful movie. But tell me what you guys thought down below. Have you seen the movie? If you have, what are the most hype moments in the movie for you? There were a lot of funny moments as well. I may actually make a video about that because I could talk about this movie all day. Like, it was that good, and it did so well. No doubt we'll get a sequel or something more of Broly in the future. Like, if they don't do that, if they don't give us more of this new Broly, they're crazy, because this movie made them so much money and everyone who's seen the movie loved it. Like, I have not heard a negative review about this movie. It's that good. But tell me what you guys think down below. My next video probably won't be Dragon Ball related because I don't want to like oversaturate Dragon Ball content to this channel. I'm not even sure if that sentence was correct, but you guys know what I mean. I'll probably be back with a review of Sword Art Online or One Piece, because that legendary Snake Man is coming tomorrow, dog, and it's gonna be awesome. But anyway, tell me what you guys thought down below. This has been jbDAuchiha. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.